I'm sure that most of you know what a dunk is, but for those of you who don't, or in other words, are slow, I will tell you what a dunk is. A dunk is a basketball player such as myself goes up as high as they can go, puts the ball through the hoop like that. Pretty simple, right? The NBA, the most famous basketball league in the world, is pretty famous for this highly technical maneuver. And yes, I said highly technical. It is much harder than it looks. There are many factors that go into dunking, and it's quite difficult, but we'll go over that later. It is every basketball player's hope and dream, really, to dunk a basketball. So, me being a basketball player, I made it my goal to dunk a basketball. Now, it's a long journey, it's pretty hard. So, I documented my steps and the processes I took so that you, and I'm talking to you, Miss Lewis, can also dunk. A basketball hoop is about 10 feet off the ground, okay? And when I stand as tall as I can go, reach my hands above my head as high as I can go, I get to about 8 feet 9 inches. So that means that my vertical, or how high I can jump, has to be 27 inches high. So, but that's only getting my fingertips to the very top of the rim. To get a basketball over, I gotta go about an extra 3 inches. So really, my vertical needs to be 30 inches. I started the year at about 20 inches, so I need an extra 10 inches. That's not just a distance that you can just will yourself to. You've got to work at it. And so, how do you do that? Well, there are many sources, and including one of them is usabasketball.org, agree that if you can touch your toes, and I wasn't even close at the beginning of the year, you can jump 5 inches higher than someone who can't. And I was like, oh, sick, but I tried, and I was still like a foot away from touching my toes, no joke. So I stretch twice a day, morning and evening, to improve my flexibility, and now I can touch my toes, and I'm pretty proud of it. And I can jump. I was able to jump 4 inches higher after that, but I still had half a foot left. And so I went to this guy named Dave with Stroforman. It's a great program. You guys should try it out. I did lifting to make me faster and jump higher, so just be stronger, really. And I know you guys are thinking, wait, faster, you're trying to jump high, not be fast. Well, so if your foot is on the ground, okay, and you lift off like that, the speed that it's going forward is going to convert into upward momentum when you lift up, push off the ground. Conservation of energy. So so I did lifts such as this machine called the Super Cat. I don't have one with me, so I will kind of explain to you guys what it is. So it's basically, you've got pads on both your shoulders, and on the other end of the machine are weights, about 150 pounds. And getting off the ground, you jump, and that increases your vertical by a lot. I did other things such as squats, box jumps, and calf raises, and all those will increase your vertical, and they helped a lot. Once I was able to jump high enough, I was like, oh, I've got this easy. I'm just going to be able to slam it through. But it's not that simple. There's a bunch of factors that are really, really hard to get right, such as timing. When you jump, you can't jump too close to the basket, or you'll be under the rim, and you can't reach backwards over your head and dunk it. And then if you jump too far away, you're gonna have to really stretch, and that's hard. So you got your jump just right. Another thing is when you try to put the ball through the hoop. If you do it too early or too close, it's just gonna smack off the front of the rim. Too far, it's just gonna smack off the back. And another thing is grip. You gotta be able to palm the ball, and that took a long time for me to be able to palm it. Once you can get the grip down and do it. You don't need to palm it to dunk it, but you do need to have a pretty good grip on the ball. Another one of my big problems, and which is a big problem for a lot of people when they're trying to dunk it, is when you go through, you let go of the ball first, and then you grab onto the rim, because you see people grab onto the rim and shake it around and stuff, and they dunk it. And I tried to do that, and I grabbed on the ball and rattle around, bounce off of the rim. And so what my coach explained it to me is you're not grabbing onto the rim and letting the ball fall through. You're just putting it through the hoop. He said, just breathe, put it through the hoop, and your hand will hit the rim naturally and grab onto it. It's just afterthought. Don't even think about it when you're doing it. Hold your tears and applause till after. There's still more. Dunking, if you're a basketball player such as me, can help you in a lot of ways. I mean, just dunking it in general strikes fear in your opponents. and you can block shots, just play like literally at a higher level, like literally higher in the air. And so now you guys can go through all the steps and processes necessary to dunk it. Thank you and happy trails.